The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
What's up, Golden Peeps? It's your golden girl, Goldy Locks, here on Russo's brand, the Realm Network, Goldy's Closet. Maybe you've seen it. I've got some exciting news and I want to share it with you because it's including you. Because you can win a free dinner on me. Not technically on me, but you know what I'm saying. Keep it clean, keep it classy. Look, there's a new show on TLC, okay? My new show, Calling the Cheapskates. Maybe you saw it this Monday night. Even if you didn't, catch the replay on TLC. I'm really excited about it. And like I said, I want to buy dinner for somebody, and all you have to do to win, I'm giving away dinners, lunches, even a few $100 this week, just to do whatever you want with. All you have to do is go to Twitter's TLC, go to their handle, and look for, especially this post, look for this post, look for the silver shoes, Look for the bikini, the lettuce bikini. And I want to see the craziest comment that you can leave on TLC's page on this tweet. I think there's a couple of them. If you want to do two, even better. More chances to win. Crazy tweet. Keep it classy, but clever. Oh, I love it when you all are clever. Let me buy you dinner. Wish I could be there in person. But for now, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, whatever you need, I got you. All you need to do is go to Twitter, TLC's handle, look for any lettuce bikini, especially the ones starting out with the silver shoes. Leave a funny comment. Retweet it if you'd like. Oh my gosh, I would love that. Brand new Realm Network. Aren't you excited for the launch? So much coming from the brand. So much coming from Vinny Rue. Check out Goldy's Closet every week, Thursdays. Special thanks to Jeff Lane, Bin Hameen, Stevie Richards, everybody for helping with the success of this new show. And thank you to you. Thank you to everybody who blew it up on Monday night. I love you. Keep enjoying the brand. We love you. As always, be free out there and stay golden.
Me?
Yeah, what the hell is behind you? A turkey?
Yeah, big old turkey.
Dude, you are living like the real truth. Like you are exactly what you portray. Complete authenticity.
I try.
No, you do. How long have you been doing this?
12 years.
Look at my backdrop. Oh yeah.
I know. Who did them photos?
I didn't do that one.
I know you. What you did? You did that one over there.
I did. I did. Oh, I guess it's opposite for me. I
Yeah,
did this one.
over here.
Yeah, I just pulled like what I could find online, and like there was some of the ones that we did, and then there was a lot of ones that you had. I was looking for just some freestanding ones, but you've got so many albums that are out. Like, how many? Do you even know how many singles and albums that you have out? Because you have a shit ton.
I've lost track, but it's a lot. I actually just finished my 5th album. We finished yesterday on doing the vocals and stuff, so it's going to be called the whole album's going to be called Lenny Cooper Lineage.
Lenny, tell the people what you do. So you're a country rapper. I guess that's one classification. What would you call it?
Music. Whatever. I mean, in all honesty, I mean, people try to clarify it as country rap, hip hop. I mean, it's. I just feel like it's expressing yourself in music. I mean, country rap. I guess it needs to be in a certain type of genre. I mean, yeah, it is country rap, but it's a way for us to, I guess, to express ourselves as a whole new genre.
Is it country woke? Just kidding. I don't think it's that woke. We don't want to go there. What are you the most excited about with this new record? I'm definitely
excited about for the factor of I'm able to like express my true feelings on this album, so a lot of the fans will actually get to experience, you know, not just the mud and the woods and having the parties and good time. They actually are going to experience my real life. You know, I've put a lot of the stuff that I've been like dealing with, like with depression and stuff like that. I've actually put it onto this album. But I mean, you'll still get your like, your party songs and stuff. But I've added a couple of different things down to even singing instead of just like rapping. I did one song that's just completely singing. It's called "Dig a Little Deeper," and
Ooh.
we stuck a little clip of it on Facebook, and it went stupid viral. It's got over like 100,000 views and over 1,000 shares and stuff like that. So we're like, man, I think this is going to be, I think it's going to be a really big hit. I think for the factor of it showing the fans the growth of me as an artist, because they're all used to just me rapping and all that. But I've pretty much found my voice. I've during COVID, I learned how to play guitar, so I play guitar on stage now. So I'm
This
not the
is a
best at it.
big deal. This is exciting.
But we've actually been playing some live shows now where I'm actually playing guitar on the stage with the band and stuff like that, and the fans love it. So they're seeing a whole new me.
What changed this album, the fifth album, that you were allowed to, or that you just pushed for it, or was it unanimous? Are you even still with the same label that I shot you on?
Yeah, I'm still with Average Joe's. I actually started my own label through called Dirtified Records, and I have my own artist signed under the label, and which is we got Brian Martin and Maddie Wren, which I got one of her hats on right now.
Love it.
But they're doing really well. We're excited to push some more product out with them. Brian Martin has 2 songs currently out right now, which is More Than the Shine, Beauty and the Struggle. And they're doing really well. He's streaming like 250,000 streams a week, like
Shit.
off of 2 songs.
How did this come about?
Well, it came about like I wanted to start a label, and we've been trying to do it. So we had the opportunity to do it through the label, and with Average Joe's being the distribution company. So he was like, it was Shannon Hutchins, which is the CEO of Average Joe's, was like, why not? Start a label. Everybody, all the other OG artists are doing it. You need to do it as well. So I was like, well, we'll do Dirtified Records. And then here we are now.
What do you look for to sign somebody to your label? Because you've got this girl that you love, that you're excited about, and this guy. Are these friends of yours? Are these people that you've been doing shows with or that are on the circuit? Did you discover them? Like, how does that work?
As far as like Brian Martin, he was brought to the table by somebody else, and I pretty much, with me being an artist as well, there's a lot of things that me and him was able to relate to. So we actually, grew our friendship as well as business between me and Brian, and he's doing really well now. Like I said, I mean, with Average Joe's and everything, we're pretty much taking him. I mean, he's got like this Cody Jinks sound to him. Like he's a Texas songwriter, which he actually won the Texas Songwriter in 2019. He won Texas Songwriter of the Year. He beat out Cody Jinks and everything, which was really cool. People were like, "Who's this guy?" Like, now everybody wants a song by him because he's like, he's got a gift. I'm telling you, when he writes, it's not on paper. It's not on a phone. He remembers everything in his head. I've never seen anybody do that before, but it's definitely different.
That is a gift and different.
And Maddie, I've been friends with Maddie for a few years. I've actually watched her grow as an artist, starting out to where she's at now.
What's
she's,
her name?
Maddie Wren.
Has she been in Nashville for a while?
No, she's actually in the area I live at in South Carolina. She's from the Columbia area.
But did she used to come to Nashville for stuff?
I mean, she has off and on. I mean,
Okay,
but
sounds
nothing
familiar.
like, yeah, I mean, she hasn't like really been in the atmosphere around here, like really getting in deep like she is now with it. But she's actually got a single out called Whiskey and Women. It's pretty cool.
So how hands-on are you with these artists? Are they just doing their own thing and you're like helping with just sort of like the administrative things, or are you helping with creative, or what do you do when you own a record label and you've got artists? Are you responsible for their
So
booking or?
no, as far as like their booking, I mean, they're able to go sign with any other, with a booking agency or management. I mean, as far as the label, I mean, we're their support.
Mhm.
I'm definitely like their guidance if they need any, I guess, opinions on anything or help with anything, or how do I do this and make it an easier process? Because the process that I'm doing now is is really complicated. So I go in and I'll make it easier. And then, like I said, I can make phone calls and make things happen for them that they wouldn't be able just to do on the daily normal, as an independent artist. So we're able to make the process move a lot faster. Uh, Definitely features with other artists and put them
Okay.
on to actually grow them as artists. So like you'll see me on some songs with them. Might see like Colt Ford. I've talked to Bucky Covington last night. He was talking about, he was interested in possibly doing some stuff with them. So, there's a lot of cool things for them that's about to happen, I think.
This is totally exciting. Let's go back to you. Your record's coming out when?
I don't know yet. We haven't really picked a date. So now that everything's done and it's in the mixing and mastering process, we're now starting to look at dates. I would think September is what I would like to see,
Okay.
but I like I said, don't hold me to that. I don't know, but we're in the process of shooting music videos right now. We're actually going to shoot like 6 or 8 music videos for this new album. Like it's going to be the most music videos that I've shot for an album, in my history of music. So we even today at 2 o'clock we're gonna finish a music video we started last time I was in Nashville. So we're
Who's
gonna finish it
shooting
up
for you?
today. John Connor, which he owns Warhorse, and he's actually on the same where my office is. There's an office in between me and John, so he's on the same like hallway as us in Average Joe's, and he actually produced my last album, Still the King. He was a producer on it and did all the like beats and stuff like that and mixing. So I he left the scene for a little bit, and then I gave him a call before I started this new album. I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "Are you still doing the music thing? Are you interested in jumping back in and taking on my project for a new album?" And he was like, "Absolutely." So me and him been working together. We've pretty much doing everything in house. So instead of like going out to different production companies for music videos and stuff like that, we pretty much bought all the camera stuff ourselves. So we can do whatever we want now. We ain't got to wait for this person and that person. We just like, hey man, you ready to go over here and shoot a music video? Yeah, let's go. Like it's that easy now.
What did you guys do? Did you do Sony or did you do Canon
What for the
cameras?
camera? We got the Black Magic, the new 6K.
Oh God, you suck. It's the
Yeah, you
best.
don't like it?
No, it's so good. I love it.
I know. I love the quality of it, and the body of it wasn't really that expensive.
That is
And just
insane. That's a whole nother. That's Da Vinci for to start. That's a native to Da Vinci, that editing program, and then you got to learn that program, and then if you need to export it over to Premiere, Final Cut, or whatever. But everything has to be
right.
done in the native program. That's a learning curve, but I love the way that looks and feels, and I'm so
Oh,
glad for
it's
you.
crazy. But we got a music video out right now. It's called Fire Up. It's featuring a buddy of mine. His name's Hosier, and it was on the new Mud Digger 12 that just released about a week ago. And we put that music video out. We actually shot that music video on that camera, and it
Keep
turned out
talking. I'm
really,
gonna look at it. I'm
really
gonna look at
good.
it right now. I want to look at it. I'm muting myself. Hold on a second.
Oh, you'll like it. It's definitely it's one of them party jammers is what everybody says. They love them party jammers from me. So we came together and joined forces and created Fire Up.
I just looked it up. It looks really, really, really cool. I'll have to
Yeah,
show that in the preview. So we're looking at Fire Up, and this is featuring who?
Hosier.
And what's this guy's deal?
He is a country rapper. He's actually we looked at the chart. Like every week, Country Rap Insider releases a top 40 country rap music chart for what all of the artists. And I think I'm number 20 on the chart. Hosier is like number 15 or 14, I think. I haven't looked here lately, but he was, as far as like top selling artist streaming sales for the week. So they release it like at the top of every week, they release this. So it's like all of us will go on there and look and be like, oh shit, we done maybe moved down one and we need to get back up to this spot. So it's like, it's kind of like a little, it's a game, it's pretty fun. So it's something that we can keep track on. And we actually, the music video we shot in Indiana, so it was actually really cool. The spot we shot it at, it was a nice house with this open field. You could just see it was like a farm. It's pretty cool.
So I'm looking at this. This is really important to talk about. So you're talking about it whether you want to or not. I'm looking at this video. I'm listening to this guy who's so successful. You've got your own freaking record label, everything. You've got everything that everybody would ever want. And then we go back to the opening of this video where you said this 5th album is going to be discussing more of me. I've been down. I've had depression. Like, how can somebody like you, when so many people look to you as Lenny Cooper has my dream life, how did you get depressed? And what does that look like? And how do you get yourself out of it?
Well, a few years back or whatever, I went through a bad divorce, and which we're fine now. Everything's kosher. Me and baby mama were fine.
Good.
We share the kids how we're supposed to. I get my kids once a week.
Nice, Lenny.
But during the part of that, it was really rough. I ended up like I wasn't even at the house. I was like living with my friend and stuff like that, and not being able to see my kids, or it was just a real bad place for me at that time. And I think it drug me down to the fact that as far as people don't know, I've been on pretty much like anxiety and depression medicine since the age of 13, because my father passed away. And he actually passed away in front of us. He had a massive heart attack and dropped dead.
Jesus
and
Christ.
there was nothing that we could do. So that's always been in my mind, as a vision. Like, I always think now that, I have bad health anxiety. So it's like, I always think that I have something wrong with me, or I'm going to have a heart attack. And so with all that stress and everything, it put me into a mode of just a lot of anger and stuff, that dealing with that, dealing with the divorce and all the kids and stuff, it put me in a real big slump. And then I met somebody, which who I've been with now for over 3 years, and we have a new son together. He's 10 months old. His name is Lenny Jr. So things have been looking up on that end, and I've been trying to deal with the depression and anger and all that stuff, and it's actually, I'm on my medicine like I'm supposed to be. Everything's, fine. So I'm just pushing through and taking everything day by day. But I felt like, fans from the past only know me as the party guy, or the guy that's out there mud digging. That I don't think they've really seen, my battles, that what I've been battling and dealing with. And so I literally took that and put that on this album of how, showing the fans of what I've been dealing with and some of my thought process, and showing them there is a real side of me other than just talking about party music, muds, trucks, beer, women, deer, fish, whatever you want to say. But I mean,
I'm looking forward to hearing that. I can't wait to listen to it. And
yeah, it's definitely going to be a shocker. I think to people are going to love it. I'm excited for it. I can't wait till it comes out.
It's good to have stuff that people can identify with too. You know what I mean? So that people don't feel alone. And it's very important that you publicly say, I'm taking my medicine and what I'm supposed to do, because I know a lot of people that are bipolar and don't take their medicine, and all hell breaks loose and shit hits the fan, on a daily basis. And there are medicines that are out, and don't ever judge people and say, well, I can handle things without it. Everybody is their own case study. Everyone is unique. Everyone has their own experiences and has their own past, and you don't know what's going to work for one person may or may not for the next person. But the best thing that you can do is shut your mouth and not judge.
Right.
That's so very important that you said, I'm doing what I know I need to do to stay above board because, it's so hard. Like I deal with depression a lot too, but I don't talk about it a lot because everybody just thinks I'm on top of the world all the time, Miss Positive, Miss Happy. But like, man, when I crash, it's like, it's hard and it's dark and I'm a dark person because of my past and because of things that I've seen and dealt with. And there's no escaping that. You know what I mean? Like what you saw with your dad at 13 is you're not going to be able to get rid of that one. There's no amount of therapy. There's no amount of dope or drugs or women, liquor or wine that's going to take away that memory at such an impressionable age.
And it's just one of the things you just, it kind of, gets easier as time goes on, but it's always there.
there.
And then, now at that teenage stage, like I didn't understand it as like I do now, being a father and all that. Like I get it now and I understand, things happen. You just don't, you never know. You can't take life for granted, just because you see a person down the street walking by them and they're smiling doesn't mean that they're happy. They could be dealing with something as well. So.
No, and the best thing to do is to not pass judgment. And I'm trying my best to not say. I'm reminding my friends because I've got a lot of friends that have like their strong political views and like they see somebody on the street that obviously isn't on their side and they got to bring it up and comment on what they're doing. And I'm just like, how is this like helping anybody that you just are constantly judging everybody? Like just shut up and find something to do that builds your brand or your business or helps with your personal growth or helps another person. But like and the people that I'm around, Lenny, they're not toxic. They're just, I think everybody's just done over the last couple of years. And we are so divided. We are so divided and people don't even realize like that is the agenda all along is to see how much more they can divide us because when we're divided, we're weaker and we're not strong and more shit can go down. And I got banned off Twitter today because of some copyright infringement. I can't even whistle my own songs online now.
I haven't even been on Twitter in probably over a year.
Well,
like, I do Instagram. I do Instagram, Facebook. I do TikTok. I do Snapchat, but I just never could really get into Twitter. But
I need it, and I've got a lot of great people on there. But man, even YouTube is getting crazy with listening to Lenny talk and want to remind the people that are out there that there are some crazy people out there. And as entertainers, we see it. You don't need to be a rock star. You don't need to be a country rapper. You don't need to do anything other than just live your life and go on social media to be at risk. And that's kind of scary and it's kind of freaky because Lenny and I were talking about some stories. Some of my other friends in the business were talking about just how things have changed these days and how easy it is to get hacked or have identity theft or have somebody get your social information, just find you online, suck up your stuff and go file for unemployment. Or do worse things. They don't even need your social security number sometimes to really, really do damage. And that can be really scary, but I've got some great news. Vince Russo, Realm Network, we've all teamed up with a fantastic company called Aura. And I want you to take a look at this because it has happened to Vince. It has happened to me. And thank God that Vince has Aura on his side and having his back because it's not just your credit card information, people, that can be compromised. It is a lot more than that. And who are you going to turn to? Most credit card companies do a pretty good job of trying to get your money back. But what happens when it hits the fan and you really need a friend to call? Let me tell you a little bit about Aura really quickly. They provide digital security protection to keep your online finances, your personal information, and tech safe from online threats. It's an all-in-one protection from identity theft, financial fraud, malware, scam sites, so much more. You'll get alerted to fraud and threats fast, like if your online account, like your passwords were leaked online, or if somebody tries to open up a bank account in your name. They are incredible. So for a limited time, Aura is offering our listeners, okay, people, that's you, up to 40% off plans when you visit aura.com/Vince. So go to aura.com/Vince to get savings up to 40%. You've got a friend with Aura, you've got a friend with me and Vince, and everybody here at the Realm Network. Holla. If you run like my songs are run through Sony for some, and like I don't even know why I'm running them through a label. That's another conversation. Probably don't want to say that online to you when you have a record label, but like I don't know why I'm running it through a label when I can't do anything with it then. Like it gets flagged on every podcast that I use.
Right. And the thing of it is, like, the only, I guess, like, the good part of being with the label is saying, like, people that are independent, that are struggling and don't know the correct platforms to put things on, say they do 1 million streams on a song. For that 1 million streams, they may get paid $2,300, $4,000 just by doing, you know, their own, going through TuneCore or DistroKid or something like that. But when you go into one of our platforms as a distributor with average shows and all that, that then changes the money pay on it. So I mean, you're actually going to get paid maybe $8,000 to $10,000 per million streams. So you're actually going to be making more. It's just it's the platform. It's the secret sauce.
Got it. I mean, it seems like everybody that I sign with, I make nothing. So I would love to hear about your secret sauce. When did you first start rolling? You said 12 years ago. And then how did that attract?
2009.
How did that attract average shows? Was that your first deal? Was that your first rodeo? Did you do your own independent before then? What's the story?
I as a kid growing up, I loved music. I didn't really get introduced to rap music till I was probably 8 or 9. My brother bought me a Dr. Dre and Ice Cube CD.
Really?
And yeah. And actually, it was one of the. He bought me another CD too. It was the Friday soundtrack with Ice Cube and all that.
Nice.
And he put that. I started listening to it, and I really liked it. So I was like, man, I like music. And my dad was always good at writing, like, you know, poems and stuff like that. So I think that's where I got my ability to write and stuff. So by the time I was like 11, I was starting to write my own songs, and obviously they sucked, but it was like, you know, you got to start somewhere. So it's like, and it wasn't until the time I was like 15, 16, I started recording myself and all that. I just bought this cheap ass software. I bought a cheap microphone from Walmart. It was fucking $15. Wrapped in a sock that was like for my popper. So I was, you know. Yeah, I'm serious. I had a damn sock and I had it duct taped on it, and that's the song I actually recorded, Mud Digger, because we used to go at Walmart parking lot and hang out and stuff on the weekends because we didn't have nothing to do. I mean, to go to a movie theater or bowling or something, you had to drive over an hour to get there. So we'd either meet up at the parking lot, hang out, and figure out if we were going to a friend's house to party in a field, or going mud digging down a road. They'd be like, man, well, we don't want to go down that road tonight. Last week, the cops came down there. So it's like figuring out the spots to go to hang out and have a good time. But I wrote the song Mud Digger in Walmart parking lot because my friends knew I liked to write and all that. So I said, well, let's write a song about, you know, mud digging. And there came Mud Digger.
I love it.
I literally wrote the song. I went home. I recorded it. I made 5 CDs. And took it back the next day to the parking lot, handed them out to my friends, put it on YouTube, forgot about it. Like 6 months later, we weren't seniors yet, but they were having senior week at Myrtle Beach. So we went down there to party and all that, try to, you know, getting in trouble, whatever. And we were walking up and down the strip, and my buddy was like, hey, man, he's like, that's your song playing in that truck. And I was like, what? And I listened, and it was a big jacked up truck at a stoplight, and you know, on the fucking boardwalk area where we're walking up and down Myrtle Beach. And I was like, damn, how did they get it? You know, and I got to thinking, you know, and then before you know it, here come like 5 other trucks within like 30 minutes come by playing the song. And I'm like, shit. I was like, they're streaming it off of YouTube. So we went on YouTube to look. And it had over 4 million views, and we're like,
"Oh my god, Lenny!"
Like, I didn't even think nothing about it. I was like, "Well, that's cool, you know, whatever. That's really cool." So we went home, and nothing was ever said about it. And then Colt Ford actually was coming to play a show at Monetta Mud Bog, and I lived like 20 minutes from there. So we went and saw him play. And before a show, he ended up having security come out and get me and brought me backstage. And he's like, man, he said, we got to do something about this song. He's like, every show that I'm doing, people are screaming for me to play Mud Digger, thinking that it's my song, and I'm telling them it's not. So he's like, man, we got to find this kid. And he's like, we found you. So he was like, this was in October, I think, in 2008. And he said, you know, give me your information and we'll have someone reach out to you at the first of the year. So I gave him my information, and in the back of my mind, I was thinking, well, you know, I may not hear nothing from it, but here's my information, you know, cool deal. And in February came around, and I got an email from Shannon from Average Joe's, and we had a meeting. I signed a deal to do the single, so we recut Mud Digger as a single and put it out, and had Colt Ford come back in and actually jump on Mud Digger, and we released another Mud Digger with Colt Ford as the remix to show fans, hey, you know, this was Lenny Cooper's song, it wasn't Colt Ford, and you know, to clear the air. And then everybody started putting two together, like, oh. So once we recut it and put it out, it went huge. And then Shannon and them called me back in. They was like, man, you know, well, here's a opportunity if you would like to sign a record deal for 5 albums. So I was like, you know,
Holy
at that time,
shit.
I was like 20 years old. I was like, hell yeah, let's do this. So I signed a deal, and I started writing, and we did the first album. I played my first show in Alabama, Electric, Alabama. I think it was called, at a mud park with Colt Ford. There was like 6,000 people out there, and I played Mud Digger, and they were like singing word for word back to me. Like, and I mean, my very first show, and it was like one of my highlights of my life. It was like, I couldn't believe it. Like,
I love that. I remember a story like that too, with my first record deal, showing up at a club in Biloxi, Mississippi. The radio station was the Monkey, and they were playing it, and just to go to a walk in cold, never been there before, and having an audience sing words back to you, like, there's nothing, especially when you wrote that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure it's great when other people write the songs for you too, but like when it's your soul, right. Yeah, there's nothing like it at all. I have never gotten into drugs and alcohol because nothing that I could drink or smoke would even come close to like the amounts of people that we've performed for, or experiences like that, or pro wrestling, going out in front of 40 or 50,000 people. Like, there's such a rush, especially being the bad guy, being the heel. Like, there's just like nothing that can touch it. Like, and even in my dating life, it's just been hard to like find somebody that can like not match, but like there's just a certain special something about creating and having people approve of your creation or like it. Right. You know, it's a beautiful, beautiful feeling that I'm just so blessed that you have gotten the chance to. You said it's one of the highlights of your life. I agree. That's a great, great memory.
Yeah, I'll always remember that.
Tell us again. So is it okay if we say the name of the album one more time, or are we going to forget that and I got to edit it out? Or
no, we can say it again. It's going to be called Lenny Cooper Lineage.
And I would love to have you back on later on in the fall, please, and just talk more about that record. We've got such a wonderful audience listening to us. This is the all-new Realm Network, Russo's brand. This is Lenny Cooper, Goldy's Closet, episode number 126. Actually had to shuffle some around because the Hannibal TV is going to be before you, because we're going to be discussing hepatitis C as the end of July. I think it's the 28th is National Hepatitis C Day. And he's a pro wrestler who had it and beat it. So you're going to be after him, but we're at the end of our time, and you said that you have to go shoot a music video anyway. So thank you for giving us all a glimpse into your life and helping us understand just other things like depression and what works to get out of the funk and get over the hump, and just all of this great stuff happening in your life. I couldn't be more excited for you. So everybody can find you on Instagram at
everywhere. Lenny Cooper 44 on Instagram. My Snapchat is I think it's I'm him 001. My TikTok is Lenny Cooper
Oh
44.
shit, I gotta go follow that. Wait, say it again.
What? Which one on TikTok?
Yep.
Yeah, it's TikTok is Lenny Cooper 44. Let's see here. Yep, it's
Facebook?
right there.
Good. Okay. Where's the cover photo? Facebook is.
My Facebook is just Lenny Cooper.
And what's the 44?
That's one of my favorite mud tire sizes. So.
All right. On that note, we always clap at the end. Let me see your pause. Clap it out. Thanks, Lenny.
Thank you.
What's up, Golden Peeps? It's your golden girl, Goldy Locks, here on Russo's brand, the Realm Network, Goldy's Closet. Maybe you've seen it. I've got some exciting news and I want to share it with you because it's including you. Because you can win a free dinner on me. Not technically on me, but you know what I'm saying. Keep it clean, keep it classy. Look, there's a new show on TLC, okay? My new show, Calling the Cheapskates. Maybe you saw it this Monday night. Even if you didn't, catch the replay on TLC. I'm really excited about it. And like I said, I want to buy dinner for somebody, and all you have to do to win, I'm giving away dinners, lunches, even a few $100 this week, just to do whatever you want with. All you have to do is go to Twitter's TLC, go to their handle, and look for, especially this post, look for this post, look for the silver shoes, look for the bikini, the lettuce bikini, and I want to see the craziest comment that you can leave on TLC's page on this tweet. I think there's a couple of them. If you want to do two, even better. More chances to win. Crazy tweet. Keep it classy, but clever. Oh, I love it when you all are clever. Let me buy you dinner. Wish I could be there in person, but for now, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, whatever you need, I got you. All you need to do is go to Twitter, TLC's handle, look for any lettuce bikini, especially the ones starting out with the silver shoes. Leave a funny comment. Retweet it if you'd like. Oh my gosh, I would love that. Brand new Realm Network. Aren't you excited for the launch? So much coming from the brand. So much coming from Vinny Rue. Check out Goldy's Closet every week, Thursdays. Special thanks to Jeff Lane, Bin Hameen, Stevie Richards, everybody for helping with the success of this new show. And thank you to you. Thank you to everybody who blew it up on Monday night. I love you. Keep enjoying the brand. We love you. As always, be free out there and stay golden.